What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Chillin' with Dylan podcast. You're chilling with your host Dylan today, and right now I'm just up in the studio, the unofficial official studio. Um, I actually just got back from working at a new job that I had just recently acquired at a gas station down the street. It's owned by the same people that run the Ponderosa up here, so it's pretty easy to get in there. Very chill dude named Andy trained me today, and yeah, it's been a very chill, relaxed day. Was able to make a little money. Uh, Meet a lot of the locals down in Orderville, which is about 30 minutes away from the Ponderosa. Oh, excuse me. Um, yeah, it's been a good day, and it's only getting better, especially now that I'm making an episode. I have been really enjoying just doing all this podcast stuff lately. It's been, I don't know, I can see where I've always wanted to be doing this, but I just kind of held myself back. And now I'm just sending it because there's just no reason not to. Which actually kind of goes into the topic I want to talk about today, which is pretty much just love. Um, I feel like there's always room for an episode about love because it is the most important thing in the entire universe. Choose to disagree with me if you will, but I don't care because that's the truth. Sorry, that's just all I'm here to say is the truth. Um, so yeah, I just have a couple like bullet points that I've wrote down um, that I figured would kind of make a nice episode. Um, so like a lot of this is like I don't know. I feel like there's a confusion on what love is in this world. I think a lot of us kind of assume that it means like romantic love or love from other people or stuff like that. But really, I'm getting to a point where I'm realizing that best and truest and most valuable love is the love that you find in yourself. Um, because at the love that you have in yourself is it's the most important because that's the love that you live with and that you grow with and work with, and it's the love that you give to other people. And so this love that's in us is extremely important because it has a very massive effect on the individual level, and as you expand this love in yourself, you also raise the world up in love. Um, it's like a fill your cup first and let it pour over into everyone else's type of thing. And I really just want to talk about the importance of this, of self love and having a very, positive self image and self esteem and confidence and, stuff like this. These things all, in my opinion, stem from love. You can't be confident if you don't love yourself. You can't think of yourself highly if there is no love there. You can't, yeah, you can't do anything good without love. Even this podcast is a product of love because I love doing this. I love talking to you guys, and that's the only reason why this show is even possible is because of love. And I think that's the only reason anything is possible, honestly. The more you really look into it, the more you realize that that is a true statement. It's not just some hippy dippy woo woo bullshit. It's the truth. Um, And so, yeah, I guess I'll just kind of go over some of these bullet points. I mean, there's not really any specific order that I'm trying to go in or anything, but yeah. So one of these first um, bullet points I have, I'll just read it verbatim, and then we'll just discuss it. Um, you will only ever accept the love that you give to yourself. You will always end up with people who treat you like you treat you, and you teach people how to treat you by the way you treat yourself. Um, this is something that I am really coming to a clear understanding with lately. Um, because I think a lot of people have been here where we're always looking, I think we're all seeking love and validation and acceptance, and it's just like a very human thing to immediately, when you think that you lack something like this love and acceptance and validation, we immediately start searching for it in things outside of ourselves, like other people, places, things, cars, whatever, drugs, whatever it is. But the thing is, like, life is constantly reflecting you. And so when you are doing that, all you're doing is solidifying the fact, or not even the fact, but you are convincing yourself that the love you are actually truly seeking is out of your reach. It's not here. It's there, or it's not in you, it's in some other person. And this is just so wrong. This is just so wrong because, as I said earlier, um the love that we have in ourselves, for ourselves, and that we view the world through, um this is what determines, like, what kind of people are going to be in our life and what situations we're going to end up in, and how much we take care of ourselves. And like, I am just learning that, like, because, like, one of my things that I have gone through a lot in life is like girls, like just girls. I get very attached to people, and I have noticed that I have been in this habit of looking for that love outside of myself. And when I find a person that I think is, a lovely person, I have noticed that I have attached myself to them and almost tried to suck that love that I see in them out and take it for myself. And this is a selfish thing to do. This is why things like that never work out, because just imagine if there was somebody coming up to you that doesn't have love in themselves for themselves, and they're just mooching off of your love, that you're cultivating for yourself. Like, nobody wants that. Nobody is going to want to be around somebody that is so dependent on them for, something that you can produce in yourself. Um, and so, like, I've realized that, like, all of these times that I have thought that I found, like, I think I love a person, but it's really like, I don't know, almost like a nudge from the universe, like, to tell me, like, hey, this is a lovely person, and you can learn from the way that they love, the way that they see things and the way that they act in this world, which, you think is so lovely. you can watch and learn from them and apply that love in your own life toward yourself, and in turn you start giving that love away. And I don't know, I think it's just very important to not look outside of yourself and other people for this love, and to simply generate it within your own being. And how do you do that? How do you do that? Well, I found it's just as simple as um, just letting yourself be and letting everything else be exactly as it is. Because I think this is the true essence of what love actually is. Um, Love doesn't try to change you. It'll allow you to change if that's what you want to do, but it's never going to push you in any certain way. It's there for you no matter what situation you're in. Like you could literally be homeless on the streets of Vegas, like smoking meth all day, and love just lets you do that if you want to. And when you get to a point where you don't want to do that anymore and you want to change your life, well, the love is what allows you to make that change in your life and become something new. And real love isn't going to force you into that change. Uh, it'll just, when you're ready to do it, it's there for you. It allows you to do it. And this is what real love is. And when you can recognize that, um, you can start to apply this to yourself and like let yourself just be as you are and accept it and accept yourself. And when you do this, like you grow. You grow. Like love is the thing that makes you grow. And as you just allow yourself to grow and do these things, you are actively living in love. Like you are being powered and fueled by love. And one thing I'm starting to realize as well is that when, like, the more I unite with this like love in myself, the more I realize that it's been there the entire time, and I have been loved my entire life, and that love has been within me the entire time. It's been I've always been able to do what I want. I've always been able to be exactly how I want to be. Um, like we've all been able to do that. Even like your worst decisions ever is like you're just allowed to do that. Like because you're loved. You are loved like by love itself. It's just allowing you to make all the mistakes that you need to make, and it also allows you to move forward and learn from that mistake and become better and grow. Love is the ultimate like fertilizer for the human soul basically. Um I don't know, man. I think it's when you really start to understand these things too, you start to just enter into a world that is just filled with love. Like the more I am applying this love to myself, the more I see everything in a more lovely way. And it's like none of these things have changed. Like my body, for example, my body is like it's still my body. It's the same as it was yesterday. Maybe it's just a day older. I maybe have a extra little nick and scratch or lost a few skin cells, but it's the same body. But like it feels like a different body as I elevate the level of love that I have for it. Um Even like places and people, like there are people that I have met, and at first I didn't really like them, but I think you can learn to love everybody. And it's just funny because as I just learn to love, say this person more, this person that I didn't really like at first, as I learn to do that, it's like the person is the same, but the way I see them is different. And so to me, they are different. That love has transformed them in my experience. So instead of like, judging them for what they're doing or whatever, when you drop that, when you can stop like judging and stop criticizing and just see a person for exactly who they are, you just like there's nothing standing in the way. There's no conflict there, no like they're just allowed to be exactly how they are and you're allowed to be exactly how you are, and that like it's a very freeing thing because I don't know, like I know I wrote in here um I forget where it is. Let me see. I've just got a million notes up in here, don't I? I'm really glad I'm keeping all these things um organized and wrote down and stuff. Um oh, here this is actually a pretty good note to kind of bounce off of what I was just saying. Um so I'll just read this. The things that you judge and condemn others for will forever plague you in your own life until you look close enough to realize that what you see in them is the exact same as you are. See if you can't find them in you before passing judgment. Then you'll be free. And what I mean by this is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you're judging people and stuff, it's like you're really just getting in your own way of like lovely relationships, and you're getting in the way of your own networking if you are judging and condemning people. And most of the time, if you really look at a person and kind of like look at the things that you're judging them for, you will realize that you can find that exact same thing that you're judging them for in you. You can't see things in another person that you don't have in yourself. This life is a reflection. It's a giant mirror. And so instead of passing judgment onto people, just you I like to use every person as like a messenger almost of what exists in me. Almost like this person is coming into my life to show me an aspect of myself that I may or may not be aware of. And when I become aware of me judging a person, like let's just say, for example, like somebody comes up and uh, I just like see them as stupid or something. Like I can't know what a stupid person is unless I myself am one. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't pick up on that if I'm not stupid as well. And so I can't say that that person is stupid. They may or may not be. I don't fucking know. I'm not in their head and like what is stupid anyway? What is smart, what is stupid? But I I can be for certain that I can look back at myself and be like, "Oh wow, there's this idea of stupidity in me. The stupidity resides in me, and now I am assigning this thing to another person." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm giving my stupidity to that person, and they are kind of like reflecting it back to me in a way, if that makes sense. Like love doesn't do this. Love does not judge or condemn. It sees you. It sees you for exactly what you are and who you are, and love knows that you're not stupid. Love knows that you're not weak. It knows that you're not incapable. Like, love knows your true potential. And so when you're judging and condemning others, you are not in tune with love. And when you're not in tune with love, things get chaotic, things get messy, your relationships get all messed up. And again, it goes back to yourself. So when you are applying that love to yourself, you're not going to think of yourself as stupid. And when you think of yourself higher, you also view everyone else higher, because at the core of our being, we are all one. We're all the same awareness. We're all just beingness, and everything else, all of our thoughts and beliefs and things like that, that's not us. That is what we are being aware of. It- do you get that distinction? You know, there's there's the I, and then there's the everything else. Yet the I and everything else is not separate. Yeah, everything is contained within us, so there is no separation. But you are just this awareness that passes through these thoughts and these beliefs. And you can exist without the thoughts, the beliefs, all these things, but those things cannot exist without you. And so it's not separate, but there is a distinction between the being that you are and the things that you are aware of being. Um and so when you see yourself in a higher light, you just automatically, I'm not going to call myself stupid, so I'm not going to call other people stupid, because I see that at the very core of our being, we are one and we are the same. And so the way I treat myself is the exact way I will treat you, because I understand that we are not different. Yes, we are all individual and we have our own lives and things like that, but at the very core, we're the same being. We are one. And I think when you can really start to understand this is when like magical things happen, because you start to realize that like you don't need to go out into the world and try to make people see you a certain way. Um, you simply see yourself how you would like to be seen, and then you see others as how you would like them to be seen. At the very core, all of us want each other to be successful. You can't lie. I know everybody feels it deep down. You may have forgot that you feel that way, but deep down you do. You want everyone to succeed. You want to see everybody thrive and have a good life. And the just the more that you see yourself and others in higher lights, it's like we elevate each other, we bring each other up, and that is the power of love. Love is a transforming force. It is something that makes everything better and better and better and better. um, Quite literally, love is the best thing ever. And when you really like examine love and contemplate on it, you start to understand that you are love. You are the love that you have been seeking the entire time in your life. You It's crazy. I had a hold up, I'm gonna drink some water. It's really crazy. I had a moment the other day where I was on a little psychedelic adventure, and like yeah, I was on a psychedelic adventure, and I remember just like, yeah, contemplating on love. There was like somebody that like I don't know. I was getting kind of attached to, and uh like, yeah, again, what I was talking about earlier, like I just kept thinking that the love that I really was seeking was in this person. Um and yeah, I just went to take a piss and I realized like that is not right at all. Like I'm not separate from this love that I have been seeking my entire life. Like I've looked high and low and gone far and like done so many things which were completely unnecessary when the love that I was seeking this entire time has been in me the entire time, dude. Like it and I looked in the mirror and it was all like I just couldn't help but just like laugh at myself because I was like, holy shit, man. Like how could I even like forget that, like, it's here. It's in me at all times. It's in all of us, and, like, the more you kind of see that, the more you'll realize, like, "Holy shit, like, I don't need a partner. I don't need" you don't need anything in this life. Like, you have it all inside of you already. Whether it's love or wealth or health or, that if you can look inside of yourself and find the version of you that is expressing, the love, the peace, the joy, the wealth, the whatever, you can rest assured knowing that, like, you have that and it's in you. You don't have to go outside to anything else to feel that, feel the way that you want to feel because at the end of the day, you think you want things, you think you want people, you think you want places, but at the end of the day, what you're really after is a feeling, a state of mind, a state of being. And you don't need to you don't need to meet any prerequisites to enter a state of mind. You don't need to, do things in order to achieve a feeling. That's not how it works. Like those feelings and states of mind and states of being and ways of life are not things. They are beyond the physical and they exist in you. And as you go into those states more and more, because you can at any time, they exist in you, and everything that exists in you is yours. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want with that. Like you're the only person that has any say in your own mind and in your own spirit and in your own being. So if you want to just, the whole world could be burning down and bodies raining from the sky, but that doesn't matter really because you can still choose to be in that state of pure love and acceptance a- and joy, like everywhere you go, these things within you come with. Um, and so it's very important to make sure that you're cultivating that inner heaven. Basically, this is like your main task in life. This is the most important thing you will ever do in your life is making sure that your inner reality is as heavenly and lovely as possible because not only does it make you happy and it makes you feel loved and it makes you feel good about yourself, but when you do that for yourself, other people pick up on that. They will see you and see you glowing and see you doing things that you want to do and see you being fearless, and you will inspire them to do the same and find the same things in themselves. Like they will see you and eventually realize, holy shit, I can do that too. And so honestly, the best your greatest act of service in this life is to love yourself and be yourself and believe in yourself and trust yourself, dude. That you you can't there's no higher purpose than that. Because basically with every thought and feeling and belief you entertain, you are putting things in motion to give the world a gift, I guess. Like, and so if you say you're just always contemplating on like the things you hate or don't like or problems and stuff, you are programming yourself to be those things. You're programming yourself. You become what you contemplate on. You know, you'll always express what you are conscious of being. And so if you're conscious of being hated, well, you're going to express hate. If you're conscious of being sad, you're going to express sadness in this world. And everything you express is what you're giving to the world. It's not about getting anything. It's about what you're giving to the world. And what you give to the world is what you are. And what you are is who you are inside. And who you are inside is whatever the fuck you say you are. And so it's really like the grandest thing you can do in this entire existence is to hype yourself up, talk yourself up, be a lovely person inside. Like, you don't even have to like tell the world what you're doing inside of your own being. You can just see things how you want to see them inside. And as long as you know that you are, being lovely within your own being, like when people come up to you and tell you some good news that they just got, like, you should be happy about that. Like, I used to get very, I don't know, people would tell me like good news and I would almost get jealous. Like, I would get jealous of it because I wasn't experiencing good news. But I've realized that, like, as I've expanded in my awareness of like love, I've realized that, like, dude, I should be happy for those people because when I am happy for them, I am at the same time cultivating happiness for myself. And so I'm at a point where it's like when other people are happy, I'm happy as well. And when I'm happy, other people are happy too. It's like an equal exchange. Um like, just the more you expand in the ways of love, the more that like you realize there is no competition. There is no better than or worse than. I had I had this really cool thought the other day, and I think I may have brought this up in a past episode, like, I don't know, like a week, however many days ago. But I had just kind of like realized, like, I I feel like just in with the systems that are in place in this world, we're kind of taught that like things are like a pyramid almost. Like, there's one at the top and then the rest below. And so like, we're all afraid to claim that we're the best. But what I realized is that there's room for all of us to be the best or the coolest or the most fun. Like, just because I'm the best doesn't mean you can't be the best too. Like, I'm just the best at being me, and you're the best at being you. So like, we're both the best, you know? Like, there's no lack of space for all of us to be great and amazing and fun and happy. There is absolutely no reason why we can't all be the best person ever. It's like when it just gets like really stupid to look at, like, holy shit, this whole time in my life I've just been lied to by being told that there can only be one good person or one best person or one happy person. Fuck that, dude. We all have equal opportunities here, whether you believe it or not. Like, we are all equally capable of being as happy as we want to be, as loved as we want to be, as wealthy as we want to be. Everything. Like, they're the same opportunities that you see allotted to all of these, you know, big wigs in the world, whatever, like, you have those too. And when you start to believe that you do have these opportunities, you will start to see those opportunities to be happy, to be wealthy, to be joyous, to be loved, all of these things. You simply have to believe that these things exist for you. Like, not just like, hold on. I have something wrote down in here that's kind of relevant to this. Da, 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 da. Oh, here we go. I wrote down, like, others can have their dreams. What makes you any different? Just because you get what you want doesn't mean someone else can't. Um, there's no lack here, guys. This is what I'm saying is, like, this universe is the foundation of it all is love, because we can all have exactly what we want and we don't need to get in each other's way. We don't need to step on each other. We don't need to, do all these ridiculous things. All you need to do is know what you want and believe that you have it. Believe that life, what you want is what life or God or source, whatever, that what you want is what God wants for you. And as long as you can accept what you want, which is another act of love, loving yourself. Like, say you want to go get ice cream, like, an act of love in that moment. Like, it's very simple, but you want ice cream, love will love will say yes. It'll say yes, go get ice cream. Like, of course you should get ice cream. Like, why there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't. But you see, when we don't love ourselves, we'll get in our own way. We'll get in our own way and make up excuses for why we shouldn't get ice cream, why we shouldn't do this. You'll come up with all these reasons of why you just shouldn't have what you love, what you shouldn't have this experience of love. You just cut yourself off from love. Like, that's the only thing that's ever been standing in the way between you and absolutely pure bliss and love, and all of the experiences that you've ever wanted to have in your life. It's you. You stand in the way of yourself. It's never another person. It's never what the news says. It's never your bank account. It's never this. It's never that. It's you. And if you don't want to face that truth, I'm sorry, you will have to go elsewhere to learn how to hack your way through life or whatever. But this is how it is. You need to love yourself to the utmost degree. Like, i- if you want to get anywhere in life, like, this podcast, I know, is going places because I love it and I love myself enough to continue doing this and put in all of this effort because I love it. And love is what's going to make this thing grow. And that's all I have for this entire thing. So, like, I don't know, man. Just get the fuck out of your own way and stop telling yourself no. Because when you tell yourself no, that's not love. And I mean, I'm not saying yes, 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 yes all the time. Like, there's loving no's as well. Like, like, say it's like you have this opportunity of, I don't know, going on, like, some hike or something, but you're really tired, like, if you love yourself, you'll just take to sleep. You know that's what you need, and you know that this, like, hike is here all the time, but you need sleep, and love is gonna push you exactly towards what you need. You're just gonna go, get your sleep and be rested up and be thankful for it tomorrow. Like, and this is like, I guess it's like whatever you desire in the moment is the path of love. Like, whatever you want to do is, while you're doing what you want to do, you can be assured that you are aligned and in accordance with love. So, like, say, for example, again, that there's the hike, or you can go to sleep. And in that moment, love will let you know which option you should choose. Like, if you want to go to sleep, well, then do that. If you want to go on the hike, do that. Whichever one is more important to you, love will make that possible for you, you know? Like, you can either go to bed or take the hike, but either way, whichever one, as long as you're doing the one that you want to do, you know that you're doing the lovely thing. You're in accordance with love. And yeah, like, this is a cool part too, is like, when you're not doing things that you want to do, you are not living your life. You're not in tune with yourself and living your life. So again, with the hike and the sleep thing, you really want to go to sleep, but the hike is there, and you choose, like, you wanna go to sleep, and that's what you really want, but for some reason, you don't wanna let these people down, you don't wanna, like, hurt their feelings, so you just go on the hike anyway. Well, then now these people will have this view. It's like what I said earlier, you teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. So you're not putting your needs first. You're not doing what you want. So these people that you go on this hike with now will see it as, "Oh, this guy doesn't respect his desires and doesn't love himself, so we can treat him like that too, and it's gonna be fine. He's just gonna accept it." It really is like those little choices in every moment. If you're not doing exactly what you want to do, you are hurting yourself, because now these people, just because you put them above you and went on the hike and ignored your own needs, which is you need to go to sleep, now these people have this new way of knowing how you treat yourself, and in turn they treat you the same way, and then that's just going to cause a lot of problems. But if you just go to sleep, now these people know that, oh, this person respects themselves enough to get the rest that they know they need, and they're going to bed like they want to. And so now these people all know to respect you and to treat you with the same love you give yourself, and they'll help you achieve what you want to do. Does that make sense? Like, I know that's like a little bit of a a long line of thought to follow, but like, this is what I'm saying, dude, is like, love speaks to you through the medium of desire, and when you do everything that you want to do. You want to say something, say it. You want to go somewhere, go there. You want to, think something, think it. Draw something, draw it. Whatever, dude. Whatever your heart tells you to do, do that implicitly. Do not even question it, because love doesn't question you, so why should you question love? And love is something that you can trust. You can trust it 100% because it's the exact opposite of fear. Like, things will only ever bring things will only, like, produce after their own kind. So, like, for example, you can't plant a pumpkin seed and get an apple tree. Like, you plant a pumpkin seed, you get a pumpkin plant. You get a pumpkin. You carve jack-o'-lanterns with that shit and whatnot. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, you choose love, you get love. Like, there's no way that you're gonna get something that's not love. If in the moment you are choosing the lovely thing to do, chasing, and not even chasing love, but following the path of love, as long as you're on that, like, everything's gonna be lovely. Like, there is no fear there because love is not fear. And you can't get a fearful result from a lovely choice, but fear will always come in and try to make you doubt love. And when you doubt love, that's when you get into dark places in your life and end up with people that aren't beneficial for you, or you hurt yourself or do things that you don't like, or you end up working somewhere that you don't even want to be at. So I really hope that, like, what I've been saying on this episode has really shown y'all, like, love is it's the most important thing. Like, I personally cannot think of anything higher than love. And, like, when you're one with love, you're one with God. And when you're one with God, you can do anything. And when you can do anything, well, fucking life is awesome. So, if anything, dude, just I highly recommend to anybody listening right now to go out and, like, instead of focusing on things and, like, getting stuff and, like, trying to make things happen, just focus on what you love. Focus on love. Like, make love your number one focus, and just watch how it transforms everything in your life. Like, all of your and again, it starts with the love that you give to yourself. You know, put yourself first. Put yourself up at the very top. Like, do not put things on a pedestal above you. It sounds selfish and, like, egotistical, I guess, but when you do this, when you put yourself at the top in your own life, you actually make yourself better for everyone else, because now you are taking care of yourself. You are doing all the things that you need to do for yourself. You're carrying your own weight and fixing your own problems. And now you don't have problems to give to people. You don't have issues with yourself that you're going to project onto other people. Like, you take care of yourself, and everybody will love you, dude, because, like, you just don't have these horrible gifts to give to people. All you have in you is love. And so, it feels weird at first when you start actually going down this path of self-love, because you're like, "Oh, why should I love myself more than, you know, loving all these other people?" Because, it's weird when you haven't ever done that before, but once you go into it, like, you can't go wrong with choosing love for yourself, for others, for anything. Like, everything in the universe reacts positively to love. You can try to disprove that, but I doubt that you ever will in all of eternity if you're actually giving real, true love, which is pure acceptance, unconditional allowing, unconditional trust, unconditional. It's everything good, unconditional. That's what love is. If you are actually giving that to the world, you will never have a bad day in your life. You will never have any issues with people. You'll never have issues with yourself. Like everything will just be simple and easy and lovely. And, don't be afraid to claim great things about yourself and put yourself up there on a pedestal, dude. Like, y- you raise yourself up to the highest degree possible and even beyond that. And you'll notice that you bring people up with you. It's the least selfish thing you can do to feed love into yourself because, like I said, you're taking care of yourself. You don't need to burden anybody with your problems because you take care of them because you love yourself. Like, I don't know, man. It's a very empowering thing. It all just makes so much sense. Once you actually start to love yourself, you'll look back and be like, "Holy shit, why did I do so much of the dumb shit that I did before?" Like, in my example, like chasing girls around and doing a lot of drugs and trying to get attention. Like this podcast before used to be uh I just want and if I'm being honest, I just wanted attention, validation. I wanted to get rich off of this, and now I don't care about those things. I just simply love doing this. It's fun, it makes me happy, and I love being able to, package up this love bomb episode and just drop it on all y'all motherfuckers, and hopefully, it makes your day a little better. Like, yeah, dude, I don't know, it's just when you start loving yourself, everything just falls into place and you become one with, your highest self, and you start doing things that, like, you never even thought you'd be able to do. Um, but yeah, dude, so we're getting down to the last couple minutes here. I hope you enjoyed, the love talk. I had a lot of fun actually with this episode. That felt like very good to kind of like express in words, and kind of just be able to process it out loud more, like these things that I've been thinking. Um, but I guess these last couple minutes, I kind of want to do like I don't know, just a little update on what kind of plans we got for the show here. Uh, Definitely got a lot of interviews that I'm trying to get lined up. I know Friday I have um, an interview with my good friend Duca, who is one of my favorite Brazilian motherfuckers. I have I definitely want to have a interview with my brother from another mother, Anthony. Um, and then I know Thursday my good friend Oliver, who I think you guys will all absolutely love. He is a very amazing person, very knowledgeable on nature and stuff. So we could, talk about nature, all that stuff, uh, whatever it is. Um, I think Thursday I'm about to have him on the show. Uh, yeah, lots of interviews. I'm really open to interview anybody. Which actually, if you're still here at this point in the episode, if you are interested in an interview, I would really appreciate it if you sent me an email at let me see what this email is right here. I think it's like Chill Dill Podcast or something. Yeah, Chill Dill Podcast at gmail.com, which is CHILLDYL podcast at gmail.com. If you want to just shoot me an email there, we can, you know, be in cahoots on the email, and I can try to arrange something to have an interview. Obviously, it's easier if we meet in person, but I'm sure I could figure out a way to do like a, I don't know. I think on this app thing I can like do a online interview. I'm still learning all this stuff, but yeah, hit me up at a chilldillpodcast@gmail.com for, interviews, questions, comments, concerns. I am totally open to, like, if a part of this episode stuck out to you and you want me to expand on it, I would love to do that for you. Just send me an email with whatever it is, or hit me up on Instagram at Dylan Denio with 5 O's. I got the Facebook page, which is just my name, Dylan Denio. I got like a pink bandana in my profile picture, and a sign that says entering Zion Wilderness. Um, Definitely with the next paycheck, I will be getting the MacBook, which will be a huge upgrade for the show. I'll actually be able to edit all of my audio and start up the YouTube channel. Um, yeah, we're getting the ball rolling, guys. There's a lot of big plans, and the vision's coming true. I had just recently printed off some business cards to spread the word of the podcast. I've been leaving them at like gas stations and at my workplace and handing them out to, just whoever. Um, yeah, just a lot of little tweaks and updates that are coming. Like I've, just trimming the garden, I guess. I don't know, pulling out all the weeds and like trimming up the bonsai tree and shit like that, whatever. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where all of this goes, and I'm really excited to take all of you guys with me on this journey. It really does feel like I don't know who's listening to this on the other side of the screen, but I feel like we have a connection, even though I may not know you. Um, yeah, dude. I think that's about everything for the this episode. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, again, you know where to reach me. Chilldillpodcast@gmail.com. Instagram. I got Facebook. Um, yeah, if y'all need anything, you know where to find me. Um, but yeah, until next time, I hope you have a marvelous time, and keep spreading love and positivity, guys. Much love. Peace.